Hey guys, welcome to Project Metal Music YouTube channel with the host Ell and Basjan for the podcast, Monday Night Podcast, number 78. And we are back. Me and Basjan are back. We were back, me and Lisa were back on Wednesday, on Saturday night, but this is like welcome to the main podcast. So, yeah. So got a couple of people in the chat there. Hello, Lisa Boo. Hello, Tony. How you doing?
Hey, Lisa and
So yeah,
Tony.
welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah. So, guys. We've got a packed show for you guys today. Bastion's got a list of brilliant bands to watch out for, and he's got a list of gigs that's coming up. And yeah, and
Hey,
I've got a couple of announcements myself to make. Um, what's coming up on mainly on the YouTube channel and on the video show. So yeah, but I'll get to that when Bastion has finished his segments. So yeah, so Bastion, over to you. What goodies have you got for us this week?
well, I've got quite a few bands today, and yes, we're traveling all over the world for tonight. So, got metal bands from places you don't even think there's metal. So, and let's start off with my first band, After Us. It's an extreme metal, folk metal band from New York in the USA. They took part in the New York Wacken Metal Battle. The band members are Emirate on bass, Nkari rhythm guitar, Bart on vocals, and Crowcell on drums. Warren is the lead guitarist, and Emery on keys. The first track I listened to, Obsidian Moon, the song has killer guitar riffs and is truly a great song. To give a super cool intro. The vocals fit the intro and is so good. The track "Forgotten Shores" will knock you out of your socks. A must for any playlist. This is a band I want to see more of, and I can't wait for an album or EP to come out. The band can be found on Facebook, We Are After Us, Instagram After Us Official, YouTube After Us 7087, and on Bandcamp afterus.bandcamp.com. Then I've got a band called Spell of Enchantress. They are a blackened gothic doom metal band in France. The band has male growls and female operatic vocals and haunting melodies. What a great combination. The first track I listened to, Broken Deceiver cover, the band has nailed the song. They they did it fantastic. Soulkeeper is such a great song. The track Spell of Enchantress is a dark and eerie but amazing song. It reminds me of the Bela Lugosi song. For those who know the Bela Lugosi song, it's that kind of music you find there, but louder and darker. Elegy of Sorrow is such a great song. The vocals is out of this world and must be played to the max. My take on the band, they are unique and amazing. They can be found on Facebook, Spell of Enchantress, Instagram, Spell of Enchantress. YouTube, Spell of Enchantress, Enchantress, one word. And the band's website, Spell of Enchantress.com. Bandcamp, Spell of Enchantress. Bandcamp.com. My next band is a very interesting band. It's spelled Kask, and it's a thrash metal band out of Pune, Maharashtra in India. They took part in the Wacken Metal Battle in India. And the first track I listened to, 1000 Deaths, is really good. Death to the Crooked has killer guitar riffs and vocals. The track The Punisher is thrash metal on steroids. Deal with the Devil, Kick Ass. It's a fantastic song. The band have a unique style of old school thrash metal mixed with new age thrash metal. They're good and they're indie, and they can be found on Facebook, kask.india, Instagram, kask_trash, and the Bandcamp is kask.bandcamp.com. YouTube at kask. My next band I've got is a band called Zero State. It's a death metal band from Blainville, Quebec in Canada. They are the Montreal round winners of Wacken Metal Battle and will compete in the Easter Finals on 26 April. At the Brana Bar, the first track I've listened to, Divine Carnage, is brutal and in your face. Reptilian Brain is a killer song. The track Zero State is perfect for a mosh pit. And yes, you need a mosh pit for that. Lethal Gateway is out of this world. My take on the band, they deliver on every song, and they can be found on YouTube, Zero State MTLT859, band's website zerostate.ca, Instagram zerostate.mlt, and on Bandcamp zerostatemtl.bandcamp. And Lisa, I do think the Barana Bar sell coconut water. So if you're close by, go and check them out. My next band I've got, Phantom Long. It's a death metal grindcore band from Toronto, Ontario in Canada. They are the Toronto round winners of Wacken Metal Battle, and they will compete on the 19th of April in the Ontario final of Wacken Metal Battle. The first track I listened to, Trauma Bond, is dark and brutal. Vagrant Soul is death metal at its best. The track Spiteful Substance will knock you out of your socks. Atrocious Oreo is such a good song. What do I think of the band? Well, the band deliver on every song, and they can be found on Facebook, Phantom Long, Instagram, Phantom Long Official, YouTube, Phantom Long, Bandcamp, phantomlong.bandcamp.com. And yes, these bands I've mentioned so far are really fantastic. I've checked them out personally, did some research on them, and listened to their music, the live versions, and the songs that's available on Bandcamp and sites like that. So I did listen to them. Next band I've got Hop Out Eye is a Florida rock and roll band in the USA. The first track I listened to on the Starlight featuring Austin Powell Jr. Super cool. Revelation in Blue is a good song. The track Confusion has great guitar riffs. Casual Kids is a super cool song. The band is original and hugely talented. They can be found on Hop Out the Band on Facebook, Instagram, Hop Out underscore the band, and also they on Linktree. It's link.ee / Hop Out the Band. YouTube, then Hop Out. The next band I've got, Rylos. It's a Nordic hard rock band. For those Iron Maiden fans who might think they've heard the band before or heard of the band, the band played a supporting act for former Iron Maiden vocalist Blaze Bayley. When he toured Europe, the band was supporting him. The first track I listened to, In the Cage, is pure magic. Highway of Love is super cool. The track Road is a kick-ass song. Misunderstood as amazing guitar and drums added to the vocals. Into the Gutter is so good. The band is hard rock with a unique Nordic twist. The band can be found on Facebook, Rylos Planet, Instagram, Rylos Planet, the band's website, rylosplanet.fi, YouTube at Rylos Planet, and Inverse Records. And I suggest for those who's looking for a cool bands to check out, go to Inverse Records. They've got some really cool acts on their website and on YouTube. The next band I've got is Royal Tusk. And they are a hard rock band out of Edmonton, Alberta in Canada. And what makes this band unique? They are a band that's been Juno nominated. In the band's own words, they gave you honest hard rock music and YouTube. This is what the band said. I'm not saying this. Fuck the trends. We play what we feel like. This is what the band said. And for those not familiar with the Juno Awards, they're the Canadian version of the Emmys. So it's basically all music that compete, and for indie band to be recognized with international acts and actually being nominated, it is a huge honor. So you know the band is good. The first track I listened to, Heads Up, it's a crazy good song. It's a powerful song. The track After is such a great song. Smoke Rings is a fun song. Shadow of Love is a cool ballad. The band is really good, and they can be found on Facebook, Royal Tusk, Instagram, Royal Tusk Music, Twitter, Royal Tusk, and YouTube at Royal Tusk. And if you see any of these bands performing close to you, do check them out. I've seen some of the prices that they're asking some of them. It's free entrance and you can watch a band of this high quality. Sons of Liberty is my next band. It's a southern rock band from Bristol in the UK. The band members are Ross Grimmett vocals, Fred Hale and Ell Lemieux guitars, Mark Thomas on bass, and Steve Byrne on drums. The first track I listened to, Fuse, is such a great song. The track Into the Great Unknown is super cool. Do you like the live version of the song? I must say, it's fantastic. Don't hide behind your weakness is such a powerful song. Damage Reputation really kick butt. And my impression of this band, an UK band that do southern rock the way it should be done. They are awesome. And really, if you listen to the band, you will not say they're from the UK. They really do good southern rock music, and I really rate them very highly. The band can be found on Facebook, official Sons of Liberty, Instagram Sons of Liberty Band UK, Twitter Sons of Liberty UK, band's website sonsoflibertyband.com, and YouTube Sons of Liberty. My last band I've got for today is Inner Hate. It's a melodic death groove metal band from Kosovo, North Macedonia. The first track I listened to, Vengeance Will Be Mine, is a killer song. Roots of Despair is out of this world. The track Apathy is such a great song. Walking Dead is a powerful song. Band is crazy good and they can be found on Facebook Inner Hate MK, Instagram innerhate.mk, and YouTube Inner Hate MK. And that's my bands and stuff for today. Before I get to my gigs, I just want to say something before I get in my gigs and stuff. I've got lots of festivals and stuff like that. You may ask, why am I doing some of the main festivals and stuff like that? Because indie bands get a chance to be featured there. Most of the festivals are featured. I think all of them have got indie bands. I'll mention the main acts, but I'm going to mention and focus on the indie bands playing on those festivals. And the first gig I've got today from a band called Mona Lisa. Yes, I featured them and on the show, and they're a really fantastic husband and wife team in the band. And the first gig is April the 13th at Myrtle Beach at Gator Tales. Do check them out live. August the 17th at Colombo at the Ergestrat. And October the 26th, the band is looking for a Halloween gig to do. If you're looking for a band to do a Halloween gig, look up Mona Lisa and contact the band. And I've got Firewind with Edge of Paradise and Immortal Guardian. 12th of April, Manchester, New Hampshire. At the Angel Music Hall. The 13th, Reading, Pennsylvania at Reverb. The 14th, Pittsburgh, the Craft House. 16th, Westland, Token Lounge. The 17th, Hobart, the Hobart Theatre. The 20th, Ferrara at Revival Music Hall. 21st, Juliet, the Forge. 23rd, Denver at HA. 25th, San Diego, Brick by Brick. The 26th, Anaheim, the House of Blue at the Parish Room. The 27th, West Hollywood at Whiskey A Go Go. The 28th, San Francisco, DNA Lounge. The 1st of May, Austin, Come and Take It Live. The 2nd, Dallas, Granada Theatre. The 3rd, San Antonio at Rolling Oaks Event Center. And the 6th, Houston, Warehouse Live. In the warning, European Tour, April the 4th, Madrid, Sola La Riviera. The 5th, Lisbon at Love. The 8th, Barcelona, Sala Razzmatazz. The 9th, Balboa, Cafe Antonio Zoca. The 11th, Milan, the Legends Club. The 12th, Zurich Technicum. The 14th, Prague at Futurum Music Bar. The 16th, Berlin Columbia Theatre. The 17th, Cologne Canteen. The 18th, Paris at Morikiri. The 19th, Harlem at the Patriot. The 21st, Birmingham at O2. It's at the Institute 2. The 22nd, Leeds at Stylus. The 23rd, Glasgow, the Garage. The 25th, Manchester at Academy 2. 26th, Cardiff at Y+. 27th, London O2 Forum. And that's in Kentish Town. And don't ask me where Kentish Town is, I haven't got a clue. And then my next one I've got, Maryland Deaf Festival, May the 23rd to 26th, Baltimore, and the bands include Iron Lung. I feature them tonight, they will be there. Sacrifice, 1349, Sodom, Boiler, and many more bands will be there. So do check out the Deaf Fest. And those that want tickets for the Wacken Festival in July and August, I've got bad news for you. It's all sold out. And the indie bands haven't been even named, all of them. And the bands that have been confirmed so far, KK Priest, Spirit Box, Flogging Molly, Opeth, The Warning, and Butcher Babes. The Warning, I can tell you, go and check them out. They are a brilliant indie band out of Mexico. Do make a note. If you're at Wacken, do check out The Warning. Then Louder Than Life, September 26th to 29th, Louisville, Kentucky. Bands that will be there, Hailstorm, Disturbed, Evanescence, Judas Priest. Indie bands include The Warning, Funeral Portrait, Black Bab, Lilith Tsar, and many more. Do check out that Louder Than Life event in Louisville, Kentucky. Then I've got Metal United Down Under, Friday, 19th of April, 8 p.m. at Travelers Rest Hotel. Bands that will be there, Hidden Intent, Hell Machine, Suffer. They will launch their EP on that day, and Shadow Monarchy. Then I've got Rock the Mountain Steelhouse Festival, 28th of July. Bands that will be there, and this is a killer lineup. The Warning, South of Salem, The Almighty, Phil Campbell and the Bastard Sons, and many more bands. In April the 5th to the 9th, Ground Zero Music Festival, Mansfield Park, Lita Ford, Dokken, The Reckoning, Edge of Destiny, Bullet Boys, Anything But Human, and many more. In Hellbangers Ball, October the 5th and 6th. Come and take it live. And that's in Austin, Texas. Green Jelly, Macabre, Sadistic Force, Agent Steel, Bewitcher, Soul Grinder, Sex Cult, and many more bands will be there. Then Toledo Death Fest 2024, Saturday, June the 8th at Mainstream Bar and Grill. Rose Funeral, Casket Robbery. And I've seen Casket Robbery and I've got their music. They are fantastic. Do check them out. Goon Lord, 72, Legions, and many more. Then at the Helmfest 2024 in Budapest, 1 to the 3rd of August, Skiltron, Macbeth, Winterstorm, Spellfriss, Velvet and Viper, Empire of Giants, and many more bands. Then Camelot Awaken the World Tour 2024 with Hammerfall and Ad Inferium. North American side of the tour has been confirmed and I've got it here. April the 25th, Baltimore. 26, Huntington. 27, Boston. 28th, they in Canada at Quebec City. The 30th, Harrisburg. The 1st of May, Montclair. The 3rd, Culemborg. The 4th, St. Louis. The 6th, Fort Worth. The 7th, San Antonio. The 9th, Albuquerque. The 10th, Tucson. The 11th, Anaheim. The 12th, Las Vegas. The 14th, in Denver. 16th, St. Paul. The 17th, Milwaukee. The 18th, Cleveland. The 20th, Pittsburgh. 21st, Richmond. The 23rd, Cincinnati. The 25th, Atlanta. The 25th, St. Petersburg. In Charlotte Sands, Can We Start Over Tour. May the 28th, Paris. The 30th, Zurich. The 31st, Milan. June the 1st, Munich. The 3rd, Vienna. The 4th of July, Budapest. The 5th, Prague. The 7th, Warsaw. The 8th, Berlin. The 9th, Hamburg. The 11th, Cologne. The 12th, Amsterdam. The 13th, Ghent. 17th, Glasgow. The 18th, Leeds. The 19th, in Bristol. And 21st, London. Then did on Sunday, US Spring Tour with Funeral Party and Night. April 24th, St. Paul. 25th, Chicago. 27th, Urbana. 28th, Madison. The 27th, Grand Rapids. The 30th, Columbus. The 2nd of May, Rochester. The 3rd, Pittsburgh. The 4th, Brooklyn. And the 5th, Vienna. That's in Virginia, not Vienna, in Austria. Then 6th, Mechanicsburg. The 8th, Chapel Hill. The 9th, Greenville. The 10th, Nashville. 11th, Memphis. The 12th, Oklahoma City. The Call of the Wind Festival, 24th, 26th May. Lincolnshire, Showground, and the bands that will perform are Lost Campbell, another band that we featured here, Scarlet Rebels, South of Salem, Muddy Brook, Dead Demons, Sons of Liberty, Taketo, Choir Boys, and many more. In May 9th to 12th, Daytona International Speedway Festival. And that's at Daytona Beach. And annually, lots of big name bands are there, but you also find lots of indie bands. And the bands that will be there: Dirty Honey, Disturb, Skillet, Flyleaf, Kim Dracula, Queens of Stone Age, Nita Strauss, Machine Head, a trio. I featured them on the show as well. Black Veil Brides, plus Eva Under Fire, and the band Plush will also be there. And there'll be many more bands. Then Peasant, a South African band. I've got the following dates for them: Armchair Theatre, that's an observatory. May the 16th, Malmo, the Massing Hornet. 17th of May, Rostock. The 19th, Hull. And that will be at Glenwerk. They will be performing. The 21st, Vienna at Fenster 99. The 22nd, Zurich at Ebertas. 24th, there be the Venice CS Revolta. And May 25th, that's Donna the Garage. And those are my festivals and bands and stuff I've got for this week. Lots of festivals that's happening and lots of stuff to look forward to. I just wish I've got so much time to watch all of them live, but I don't have the time.
Yeah, yeah, some awesome bands there, such as Trio. Seen them live. Sons of South of Salem, brilliant
Mm-hmm.
band. Los Campbell, brilliant
Mm-hmm.
musician there.
Ah,
She's
yes.
been, like I should say, featured. She's been featured here, and did an interview with Los Campbell as well. So
Ah,
brilliant, like I
yes.
said, brilliant musician there, and many others there. There's that we've been like featuring not only on here but also on the video show on the radio show on over on Digital Revolution Radio as well. Um, yes, Lisa said that uh, you mentioned the Warning. They are an amazing
Mm.
band. They are.
Oh,
They are.
yes.
Lisa.
Uh,
I've been sort of
I've,
like been both
mhm.
myself and Bashan have been following the Warning for a good number of years now,
Oh,
and they
yes.
are an amazing band.
Oh, yes, they are. And for me, the big thing about them,
Yeah,
both their
well,
father and mother are involved in the music. I've seen them when they were just little
so
girls and hugely talented. And so is the American band Lilac. Also, uh, since little kids, I've seen them perform
yeah,
and amazing. So for me, I think indie metal rock is in a good place because these guys are getting invited all over the place to play at major festivals now. And you see, rocking up at these big names festivals, Wacom, indie bands are coming there. And for me, if I ever get a chance to go to Wacom, yes, there's big name bands there, but I'm gonna go for the indie bands and see them live because they get to perform at these festivals with the big name bands. And same with Daytona. That's why I've featured Daytona now for 2 years on the show. because it gives indie bands a chance to perform alongside the big name bands. And wouldn't like to perform with artists like Disturb, Lita Ford, Hellstorm, Evanescence, and also the Butcher Babes. I've mentioned the Butcher Babes because they've worked with a lot of indie bands in the past, the members. So, yes, indie bands is a bright future for them. Indie music is far from dead.
Oh yes, yeah, I totally agree with that. Like, yeah, because I know, especially over the last since I've been doing stuff like this for a good number of years
Mhm,
now, I've
mhm,
noticed that the indie and unsigned bands have been sort of like been making a name for themselves within
mhm,
the music industry. Yes,
mhm.
we do need to support the unsigned and indie bands out there. They do need our help to get
Oh,
to
yes.
a wider audience where they can be like the Warning, get invited to
Mhm,
these big festivals across the world to
mhm.
become like, basically to make it, how can I put this, to sort of like keep going, to
True.
basically to keep going, to sort of like, yeah, there is a place for every band out there. And
Mhm.
yeah, it's just we do need your help to support these bands. Where you don't need, if you can't financially support them, you can always do like, um, share their posts out on
Yes.
their either on their Instagram pages or their Facebook pages, or if they release
Mhm.
new music and if they've got a video for that new music, share it out to on your socials.
Oh, yes. Do
It
it for
it
sure.
does help.
It does. And also for me, if you want to see these indie bands come back to the venues close to you, support them at your local venues. Because if they don't get support at the local venues, they're going to look for other places to get support. That's a bit further away. Might be much further away in your country. So keep supporting your local venues so your local bands come back and perform there, even if other people have taken notice of them all over the world. If you look after them and they know they can fill a place up, they'll be back. But I was actually watching something on YouTube and somebody made a very interesting comment, and I want to uh, hear your feedback. Those in chat and you, L, they said when you perform in front or you get a band in to perform at your venue, if you make it free, they think the band is no good. If you put, say, £10 cover charge or $10, whatever, they fill up the place because this band must be good. What's your take on that?
We're 40 minutes in, so YouTube, don't even think about it. I say bollocks. I say utter bollocks. I've been to gigs where
Mm-hmm.
there's a free entry, and I've also
Yes.
been to gigs where there's been a cover charge.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen the bands the venues that who have done the free cover charge, and
Mm-hmm.
they are as good as any other band who do put a cover charge on the door. It doesn't mean their free entry doesn't mean the shit and the not shit.
Mm-hmm.
They are good. Now, I've been to see bands that put a cover charge on the door, and
Mm-hmm.
I can count on one hand that some of these bands that I've seen, I've literally listened to the studio album stuff and thinking,
Mm-hmm.
oh, that's pretty good. I want to go and see them when they come to when I come to like when they come to like play live. Went to see them
Mm-hmm.
and I've walked out. Literally walked out
Same
of the
here.
fucking gig because they were utter shit live.
Totally agree with
On
you.
this, on this hand, they might sound absolutely brilliant in the studio because
Mm-hmm.
being in the studio is a controlled environment.
Yes.
They control the the um, the sound. They control it.
Yes.
But on this hand, being live is a completely different animal. It's a completely different beast because
True.
they are not fully in control because of they are reliant on the venue. They are
Yes.
reliant on on the venue's sound guy. They are
Yes.
reliant on their PA system. They are
Mm-hmm.
reliant on the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's Granted, if you take those factors in, right, if they are good enough, they will overcome those
Yes.
problems. If there is any problems, they will overcome. But
Mm-hmm.
when some of the bands I've seen, I've seen some of these bands where they've literally got up on stage and it's just a paycheck at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
They're just a paycheck. And they just go through the motions, get on stage, do what you've got to do, and get off. That's it. There's
Exactly.
no interaction with the crowd. There's no, you know what I mean? I was just like, this is one of the reasons why I walked out of the gig
Mm-hmm.
because of that. They don't.
True.
I've seen bands where they overcome any problems with like the sound, the lighting, the PA system, stuff like that. They overcame it. They interacted with the crowd. They had a laugh. They move about. They, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
One of the
True.
most recent bands that I've seen was Suburban Toys.
Oh yes. They
Brilliant,
bloody good.
brilliant band from Lincoln. Brilliant band.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a few issues with the sound.
Mm-hmm.
And granted, not their fault. It was like the sound, but the sound wasn't great, and they literally had to sort it out. But the band was professional enough to say, right, okay, do something like have a little bit of fun with the crowd, and yeah, it was a good gig. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind saying that there with the venue because basically the venue was professional and the band was professional, and the venue is the Black Bull in Gateshead. Brilliant
Mm-hmm.
little venue. If you ever go to if you are ever in the area of Gateshead, go to the Black
Mm-hmm.
Bull. It's got brilliant transport links. It's you've got like because where the Black Bull is, you've got like gated interchange for public transport like buses, taxis, and you can get into Newcastle. It's a short metro ride to
Mm-hmm.
into Newcastle for the main train station.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, you've got the metro, train, bus, taxi. Brilliant little venue, ideally situated for people who want to have who want to go out, have a drink.
Mm-hmm.
It's public transport there.
Ah,
Brilliant
yes.
little venue. And like I said, Suburban Toys and the venue were absolutely brilliant. We got it sorted within a few minutes, and the gig was away.
Ah,
That's
yes.
that's why I keep saying like some of these indie bands, unsigned bands, are absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Some of the bigger bands, not so great, shall we say. I
Mm.
won't mention any
Yes.
names, but there's been a couple where I've literally walked out. I
Yes.
was so yeah, and there's been a couple of bands where they overcame the problems. And throughout the years, I've been going to gigs. I've been to like gigs where the band's
Mm-hmm.
um, equipment exploded.
Wow.
The valve, literally the valves the valves in the cabinet in the cabinets um,
Mm-hmm.
popped. There's been bands where strings are snapped.
Mm-hmm.
There's been times where the drummers literally had to change their drums out or they change the drum heads out because of
Mm-hmm.
the broke skins.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, what I mean,
Yeah.
they've got to quickly sort it, and the rest of the band were like interacting with the crowd, having a bit of a laugh, telling little funny stories, doing this, doing that, just to like cover for people to
Mm-hmm.
like change out the strings or change out the drum heads or repair the cabinets.
Ah, yes.
Some of these bigger bands is just like I said, it's just there for the just there for the paycheck.
True.
So yeah,
That's true.
and this yeah
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and
No,
Lisa
go on.
Boo said that
Mm-hmm.
said let me get this up. She says I've been to both free and with charge. Have been some good, some not so good, but
Mm-hmm.
it isn't a gauge for talent for sure, which is true. Which is true.
Mm-hmm. True. I agree
Which
with
is
Lisa.
true.
She mentioned the band The Lazies. Yes, I've
So
seen them, and I've got some of their music as well, Lisa. They're really good. I do like The Lazies. So, yes, I've heard of them, and I've
yeah,
listened to their music, and
yeah.
I've also seen their videos.
I was going to bring them
Mm-hmm.
up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I
And
have
you,
heard
you
of them.
probably, mm-hmm.
I have heard of them. Uh, yeah,
Yeah, and they're a good band and stuff like that. And yeah, I do like them. So, yes, I've seen their stuff, and so keep your eyes open. Who knows when we feature them or one of their albums?
yeah, yeah. They might appear on the radio show. So
Mhm,
if you want if you to listen to the which is coming to the next segment, if you want
mhm,
to listen to the radio show, which is Project Metal Across the
mhm,
Pond,
mhm,
which is which is over on digitalrevolutionradio.com, where you hear it loud
Mm-hmm.
and clear. Absolutely brilliant station, internet radio
Yes.
station.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's on every Thursday, Eastern Standard Time of the US. Uh, yeah, it's on at 6 p.m. to midnight UK time.
Mm-hmm.
At the minute, usually it's 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. South African time.
That's correct,
Usually,
yes.
um, so yeah, um, so you never know what's going to be on. We might play some daisies, and you never know when
Yes.
you're going to tell. You might get them. So yeah, right. Lisa Boo also asks, where is it? Where have you gone? Where have you gone? There we go. Rattle Them Bones is one of my favorite. It's one of my favorites from them. So
Oh,
yeah.
really good track.
So
Mm.
yeah. If you got any, yeah, cool. I put in the chat earlier on there. If you got any or know of any unsigned or indie bands, uh, hook myself, either myself or Bastion up on our socials. You can find Bastion on Twitter under the
Mm-hmm.
handle Bastion. That's BASJN underscore R on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And you can find me on Instagram under Project underscore metal underscore music. I have put the links in the chat and in the description. So if you've got any of the unsigned or indie bands, hook us up on us, either on Instagram or Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and yeah, it's going to be yeah. Just let us know, and we'll check them out. Yeah, we'll check them out. So,
Oh, yes.
oh, and also check out Project Metal Music's YouTube channel, projectmetalmusic.wordpress.com. I've just released the latest um, review that Bastion did. It is. Let me just. I can't remember. Yeah,
It's,
one
it's
mic.
Fortress on the
Um,
Seas, and the album is Envy.
yeah, yeah. Just grab the link. Um, Ellie, can you post out the link to the new review? That'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, could you tell us a little bit about that, Bastion, before we move on to the next segment, the review that you just done with Fortress Under Siege?
Yes, they're a band from Greece, and they're a really good band. I was highly impressed. This band has got one of my highest uh, 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 review appraising that I've done so far because they're a really, really good band. And you'll be surprised by the high quality of the songs and everything they've done on the album. And I think it's one of those albums that you gotta add to your collection. I personally think they're a fantastic band and they've got a unique sound and everything. If you think of Greek music and stuff like that, uh, that's not something. Uh, you would associate with them. But look, like I said, music, especially heavy metal, rock music, is popping up all over the world. Like a band from North Macedonia featured tonight. Uh, they're incredibly talented. So, and I rate them very highly, and I can't wait for a proper full album so I can actually review an album from them and do it on here on the show and actually tell you about it and stuff like that. And what I've also got is a band that I've actually featured for tomorrow's recording I'm going to do with Ell, and it's a band called Line, and I'm going to feature three songs from an album from the band Line. So keep an eye out. It will be out on Wednesday sometime. I'm going to do the recording tomorrow night UK time with Al and record it and be out on Wednesday. So it will be fantastic.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that there, Bastion. Um, Speaking of which, of his top three songs I've just done a
Mhm.
recording of a band called Alisa. You will gonna love this. The band I've just done a recording which I've got to upload to YouTube and to actually do all the editing for YouTube. A band called a Canadian band from let me see, let me get this right. They are from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. The band
Oh,
is
yes.
called All Else Fails, and I've it's the EP that I've chose the three songs from, or is there's four tracks on it, but I
Mhm.
put in all pretty much put in all four songs into the into the top three like put all four songs in. The album is called the EP, I should say. The EP
Mhm.
is the incident at Black Lake.
Oh.
So you've got when they're released tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. UK time. Um, you'll get to know what is my main top three of the EP. So yeah, we're going to be releasing that tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. UK time, and Bastions will be released at 9 a.m. on Wednesday. So
Mhm.
that's what's coming up in the next couple of days on the channel. Right.
Mhm.
So me personally, this is the big difficult part for me.
Mhm.
Um, Last week, I'm not going to go too much into everything.
Mhm.
This is for personal reasons. I literally just said cancelled literally everything last week. There's only certain people know about what happened last week, so I won't so I won't discuss it here. I won't discuss it anywhere else on social media, YouTube, or wherever. I won't discuss it. So I had to cancel. Well, I wouldn't say cancel, but postpone the two interviews that were scheduled. We Saturday, I cancelled the Everlon band about reschedule, which I'm going to be getting back into contact with the band, with everyone and Andre, and I will reschedule the two interviews for a later date. So don't worry, I will reschedule those two interviews. So yeah, so don't worry, I will get back to them. We'll get them on. So yeah, that's what's been happening this past week or so. So don't worry, and there will be I will be getting a few more when I get back into the swing of things. Um, we'll get back into the swing of things with the interviews and doing more top three songs of and doing the podcast as well. And but giving you a bit of a heads up, um, on April 8th, there will not be a podcast. There will not be a Monday night podcast because for personal reasons. So, like I said, I won't discuss it. That's all you need to know. Like I said, a few people know what's happening. So, yeah. So don't harass. Don't say, "Oh, what's Ell doing on the?" No, no, just don't. So, yeah. But anyway, move. So yeah. Right. Tony. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Abysmal. Great. Tony has asked, have you heard of a band called Abysmal Grief?
Yes, I have heard of them, and I do have one of their albums. They are from Italy. Let me just. They are a doom metal band from Italy. Uh, they're indie, and yes, they are a good band. They are a good band. Uh, but yeah, they're a good band. Look out for this space, Tony. I'll send it probably in about 3 weeks over to L. But you might hear it on the Digital Revolution Radio sometime in the future. I do know of them, and I've got their music, one of their albums at least. So yes, they're a good band.
Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, looking forward to that when you send over the music over. And if
Hmm.
you're up to doing a review at some point, I'll be looking
Hmm.
forward to that. So yeah, keep the keep the bands coming in if you want. If you want us to check bands, if you want us to check bands out. So either
Hmm.
down in the comments, but no links in the
Hmm.
comments, or like I said, hit us up on our socials, with Basjan Twitter or myself with on Instagram.
Hmm.
So yeah. So what's coming up on Digital Revolution Radio and the show Project Metal Across the Pond? Right. Let me see. We have some um, Hyperia, really good
Oh
band,
yes,
Hyperia.
I've
We've
listened
got
to
their
them.
album, The Serpent Cycle. We got
Oh,
some
cool.
Jonathan Young. Have you heard of their
Hmm.
Hype? Yeah, good, it's a good,
I've
good
heard it.
album. Yeah.
I've heard of him, and
Really
I've
good band.
actually listened to the
I've got
album.
some Jonathan Young. Yeah.
hmm Yeah, I've listened to that album, and I concur
Yeah.
with Al.
Cool.
It's
Cool.
a really, really good album.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I've been following. I've been sort of following Hyperion for quite a while now, and they've never
hmm
disappointed. They never disappoint.
Yes,
They are really
that's
good
true.
band. Really good band.
hmm
Yeah. So then we got Jonathan Young with
hmm
Children of Night. Um, have you heard of him, Basha?
No, I haven't heard of him, so I'm looking forward to hearing the music on the radio station. So I'll definitely be listening.
Cool. Yeah. Then we got Man. I'm just looking at my second monitor.
hmm
We got let me see, Mangled Carpenter. Um, have you heard of them, Basha?
They're also good. Have heard of them. So yeah, another good band.
Cool. Let me just see here. Let me just see here. Let me just get the right information up. Um, when it lets us get into the file. Uh, let me come on, play ball, nasty computer. Uh, right. Uh, yeah, we got a band called Nobody, and
hmm
their album. I've got two albums. No, one, three albums by them. Um, we got Father of Lies EP,
hmm
which was released last year. Then we got Another World and Infernal, I should
hmm
say. Um, so yeah, I've heard of the band Nobody.
Yes, I've heard of them, and I've enjoyed the music. So
Yeah, cool, cool. Yeah, uh, I'm probably going to be playing something from the Father of Lies EP.
oh,
So if
cool.
you enjoy some of the music, just let me know. Whilst shows on, like the radio shows on, and make sort of like a mental note type thing, and let me know in the chat so I can play it. If you want to listen to more of their stuff, I'll more than
Oh,
happy to
yes.
play on future shows. Now let me just check here before because I've got that much music on the music on the computer. Yeah, nothing sacred.
Oh,
Going to be playing
yes.
some of them. Uh, yeah, I'm going to be playing some of them. They are a really good band. Really good band.
They are.
Uh, really good band. So I'm going to be playing something from the Leviathan album from which was out last February. So I'm going to be playing some of them.
Awesome.
Some of the now I hope I can pronounce this right. Next band right.
hmm
Oleka. I hope I pronounced that right. Apologies if I didn't. So yeah, have you heard of that band?
No, I haven't. I must. So I haven't heard of them. So
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to be playing some of them. It if you might know if you haven't noticed, guys. Sometimes I haven't heard of bands, but Bashin has, and sometimes Bashin hasn't heard of some bands, but I have. So it's sort of like, and sometimes we both know the bands, both we both know the band. So it's sort of like a learning curve, not just for us, but for you guys as well. So
true,
yeah, this is like a cool sort of like setup here. We discuss the bands here and say, oh yeah, check this band out, check this band out, check that band out, check that band out, and then when I do the show on the Thursday, we can say, right, okay, we can I'll play play the bands on the show so people can turn around and say, oh, right, okay, I like this band, and sometimes you might say, oh, I'm not really sure about this band, and
hmm
that's sort of like um, Lisa. It is spelled Oleka, but the E has got a little accent above it. So let me just get the name up for you. Uh, so that's if we play ball. I think I think they're from either France or yeah. There we go. That's what we call. That's what we call. That's the proper spelling for it. Um, yeah. What? Press the wrong button there because there's the background. There's the studio back in the backstage area of the thing. Something just messed up on that. So yeah, yeah. That's the proper name for it there, Lisa. For the band. So now, um, yeah.
hmm
So the next band that I'll be playing will be Pennies by the Pound. Now this is a
Oh
really
yes,
good band,
for sure,
really good band.
for sure.
Pennies by the Pound. They are really good. Uh, now the next band. Bastion, you introduced me to this band. Any information on the band? Pennies by the Pound.
Yes, they do killer live performances, and I do like the sound of the band. Off my head, I can't remember much more of the band due to the amount of bands I'm actually doing, but I do like their music. If I see anything from the band, I look it up and I actually listen to them. They're really fantastic. So they're really a great band. And if you get a chance to see them live, go for it. You will not be disappointed.
Cool. So the next band I'm going to be playing um, is a band called, let me see, Praise the Sun. Um, have you heard of the band before their passion? Or guys in the chat,
I've,
have you heard of the band Praise the Sun?
yes, I've heard of them, and yes, I do like their music as well. So some really good bands you've got lined up and artists for the shows. Looking forward to it.
Cool. And the next band is called, let me see, Raven Banner.
Oh,
Have you heard
yes.
have you heard of the band?
And I do like the music. So, yeah.
So then the next band
Mhm.
is a brilliant band called Red Cane.
Yes, I've heard of that band as well.
Called
Love
Red
to,
Cane. Really,
and I do like their
yeah,
videos. I do like their videos on YouTube. So go check them out on YouTube.
oh, yeah,
You will like their videos. They're fantastic. So yes, do check the band out.
yeah, yeah. And yes, Lisa. Oh, oh, Lisa. Um, as you may have noticed, I'm wearing something. I'm wearing
Mhm.
something that, yeah. So yeah, I'll show you it. I will show you it in a minute. You just mentioned something in the chat. So yeah. So the next band is called Self Deceiver.
Mhm.
So I think Lisa knows what I'm talking about there. So yeah, so the next band is called Self Deceiver. Uh, so have you heard of the band Self Deceiver, Bastion?
Yes, I have. And I know Lisa's all smiles about the band, but yeah, they're a good band. They're a really good band.
Yeah. Let me just see. The next band. Until it's me the file, so get the right information. Uh, so uh, right here we go. So let me see. Yeah, yeah. The band is called um, Infernum.
Hmm.
That's Infirmum. I've got a single song called "Sleep of
Hmm.
Reason." Just see if I've got any more of that. More of them. So, where is it? There you go. Right. Yeah. Let me see if I've got. So I can actually do it. If yes, Infirmum.
Hmm.
Yeah, going to be playing a double shot of them on Thursday, and they are a good band. Good band.
Oh, awesome. Looking forward to that.
Um, yeah. So probably going to be a couple more bands after that. I've just got to make sure I've got um, enough time to touch all the bands that I want in because not only I'm going to be playing some of the bands what I've just mentioned there. Um,
Hmm.
oh, well, put this way: the two albums of the week uh,
Hmm.
are from the bands uh, Signum Draconis,
Hmm.
brilliant band, and I mean absolutely insanely good band. Uh, Going to play. Let me see. when I get the album up. That's what she said. Where is it? Where is it? It's about where you be hitting it. Right, there we go. The Divine Comedy Inferno. That's a
Oh
brilliant
yes.
album, that. And then we've got Morticia and their
Oh
album.
yes.
Uh, where is it? Oh, uh, there we go. A Light in the Black.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Um, Not that I'm aware. So yeah, those are the two albums that's going to be playing this week. Signum to
Hmm.
Cronus and Morticia. So yeah, that's what's coming up on the show this Thursday. So yeah, going to be absolutely amazing show that. After taking the week off. Tony, I've just seen your message there. As far as I know, they're doing some stuff. So I'm just going to do some live research, guys. Live research,
Oh yes.
just to make sure I've got get the right information here. Um, as far as I know, they're working on some things, but so as far as I know, which I will have to speak to Paul, the guitarist for Alchemy Fire, to see what he's
Yes.
there, to see what the band's been up to, and because I know he's been busy with stuff. So uh, I know there's been an interview with. I know there's been an interview with David Watson of Alchemy Fire.
Oh yes.
But like I said, I will get in contact with Paul to see what at some point and see what he's been up to, see what the band's been up to.
Hmm.
So yeah, I will get around to doing that. Yeah, talking to Paul. Because the two of the band members is in. Sorry, you hear about that, Lisa? Yeah, I know two of the band members are actually in the US and two of the band members are in the UK. So I will get, like I said, I will get round to actually doing catching up with Paul. So yeah, and I might actually get him back on the. I will probably try and get him back on to do an interview, uh, or getting him on to do a podcast at some point, whether it be the Monday night one or the Saturday night one, depending on
Oh
his
yes.
schedule. Depending on his schedule.
Oh
So yeah,
yes.
yeah,
It'd be fun to have Paul back. Great guy and lots of knowledge about the tech stuff.
oh yes, yeah. He's one cool dude. He's
Oh
one
yes.
cool dude. So yeah, stay tuned for that, Tony. For like with it's like I said, I will get in contact with Paul and to actually to see if he wants to do an interview and stuff like that. So I know he's been busy. I know he's
Hmm.
been busy. So yeah, yeah. Like I said, keep those questions coming in about bands and stuff like that. So Yeah, got you back there, Lisa. I know the internet. Sometimes my internet does that. Sometimes crashes.
Mhm.
Too much motion.
Too. It happens to everybody. All of us
Yeah,
have used the bad words when it happens when you're busy with something and your internet just goes. Especially if you haven't saved it online, everything you've been working on, it's gone.
well, put this way. Yes, Lisa Boo. It's a day.
Yes, Lisa.
If you don't know what the term means, it's an idiot. It's an idiot. So it happens to everybody, and you're thinking there's a few other choice words you can actually use. Insert expletive here.
Yeah.
Type of situation.
Yes, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. So right, right. So if you guys said, guys, if you've got any bands you want us to check out, you mentioned now. So
Mhm.
Bashan, um, what bands are you looking forward to? With
Well, it's
sort of like releasing new music or gigs.
well for me at the moment. There's a few bands that's going to be releasing stuff, either EPs or uh, uh, albums at their performances. What the bands nowadays like to do, they like to have release it at a live show and stuff like that. Have a proper release of an album or EP. And one of the bands that's actually appearing in at music thing in Australia, they're going to be releasing the EP, and I can't wait for that. Their new release. And also, I'm going to be keeping an eye out for the Wacom metal battles over the world, because I know it's going to be happening in Canada, the States, it's happening here in South Africa. Some of the countries have concluded, and uh, their choice for the Wacken Festival is known. So, very interesting. And yes, I think this year's Wacken Festival is going to be a blast. So, I have to see if one of the premium subscribers uh, broadcasters is actually showing it, and just save up the money and watch it live and stuff like that. Get the whole package and watch the indie bands and stuff like that. I think it's going to be one hell of a fest this year again.
Yeah, yeah. Let's just hope that do like the multi stage,
Mm,
setup, not like what Glastonbury does, or like
mm,
I know it said Monsters of Rock there, download.
mm,
I should say that, which
mm,
morphed into Monsters of Rock morphed into their
mm.
download. So
Oh yes,
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So God, I'm
oh,
going back
oh
a couple of
yes,
years there, like with that.
for sure. And like I said, all over the world, there's metal festivals and stuff happening. So there's no excuse not to see a live band. It's happening all over the world, and go and make some time and enjoy proper entertainment. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, 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 and support your local venues as well.
Oh,
It's not just
definitely.
yeah, because will keep saying each and every week that we're on. There's if you go out and support your grassroots venues, your grassroots uh, local bands, um,
Mhm.
because basically at the end of the day, where are you going to find the next Iron Maiden? Where are you going to find
Mhm.
the next Black Sabbath? Where are you going to find the next Disturbed? People are getting
True,
on a bit now, and some of these bands are starting to retire.
true.
So
That is that is so true. And the other thing is, if you're planning to go to uh, one of these local venues, I see around me most of them are full up. So if you want to get there early, or if you can book, get your place and go there. Because don't rock up there and be disappointed. It's full. Sorry, we can't let you in. We full to the brink. So come early and get there and enjoy your evening. And of course, you're going to be entertained by these local bands for sure.
oh
Your
yeah,
local bands and
oh yeah. I've when I started to go back out to seeing live bands again after a
mhm,
good few years of stopped doing it. Oh, it was just by chance where
mhm,
my first gig back in my home city after
mhm,
basically 20 years, literally after 20 year absence from the local music scene. Because
oh,
mind you,
yes,
there's been like 50 through work or through being living away, like in down in Yorkshire for 15 years.
mhm,
My first um, gig back was but 8 years ago now, where I was back
yes,
in February of 2016, and there was two local bands that I went to see. It was just by chance that I seen on Refurb Nation that Pussy Willow Furry Venus was playing a gig
mhm,
at one of the local venues, and just by chance I just went down, and it was the best decision I ever made by going out there and actually seeing a local band, because I
oh, yes,
searched local bands in within the
mhm,
surrounding area. Pussy Willow Furry Fiends came up and they were playing a gig. So I checked them out, liked what I heard, went to see them, loved them
mhm,
even more. So yeah, it was, and the other band that would have supported them was Waste of Space,
oh, yes,
another great British local band. Unfortunately, they're not exactly the sort of like broke up. All
mhm,
amicable. They're still friends because I saw them last year.
mhm,
Um, I saw the band last year at another gig, and they were all still friends. Tommy, um, Chris, and I can't think of his name. Anyway, they're all still friends. They're all still go out. They all still meet up and everything. They're still. It's just like it was came to a natural end for the band. So yeah, I still got some of
oh,
their stuff, and I still got their music, and I might play some of their music on Thursday.
oh,
So
cool.
yeah, and I've over the like I said over the last 8 years, I've
Mhm,
come to know some of their local bands, and they are absolutely brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And you get and some of these local bands, the grassroots bands, you will get if you go up to them and actually talk to them obviously after the gig, after the sets,
Mhm.
you get to know them, and you
True.
will sort of like, and if you go on there and if you are sort of like on like being respectful and stuff like that, you'll get to know them. You'll just follow their career. They will turn around and says, "Oi, Bastion, we're playing a gig over here. Do you want to come and you get invited to these gigs and you get to travel. You get to hear um,
Mhm.
new material before everybody else does. Before it gets to get released on general or to the general public. You'll get to see.
True.
You know what I mean? Support your local. As keep saying, support your local bands. Support your local venues. Like I said, you might not financially, um, you might not be financially, like you might not have the finances to go out every single week or every couple of weeks, but you can still like I said, you can still support them. Like if you haven't got the finances by sharing out the gig the gigs, sharing out YouTube links, share them out Apple the streaming services type of thing.
True.
And
Oh, yes.
like I said, and all that good jazz. So yeah, support all.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. So
Yeah, for me, it's just if you look what they're charging you at a movie house to go and see a movie, that money you can see a few live performances at your local venue and stuff like that, and buy a few drinks, whatever you like to drink, and have a good time with the band.
yeah.
So, like I said, if you can do it, do it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And yeah, it's keep this rock and roll train on the tracks, and let's keep it. Yeah, let's steam ahead and literally thunder down the tracks. And God,
Mhm.
that sounds like a truck song. That sounds like a song.
Oh, yes.
That sounds like a fucking song. That whether it be Johnny Cash or somebody else. Yeah, it's like let's keep this train moving. That is a
Oh,
song.
yes.
That is a song.
Mm.
Yeah. So yeah, it's yeah. Lisa's Lisa's got that right. Lisa's got that right there.
Oh,
That's
yes.
right. Lots of ways to support your local venue, your local bands.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
true.
yeah. So yeah, so yeah. So anyway, guys, it's getting on for 11 p.m. 11 p.m. here in the UK, and it's going to be what 1 o'clock your time there, Bastion.
Yes, 1 o'clock. I actually
Yeah.
must make sure because I know
So
the UK is changing the clocks one of these days. I know the
yeah,
States has already done it.
yeah. The UK is going to change the time clocks back this Sunday,
This Sunday.
which is
Okay.
the 31st. It's going to change. Yeah, so it's going to be like full times that. So
Oh, yes.
anyway, we're going to start
Mhm.
wrapping things up. Um, as we're gonna, so Bashir, your last words.
I'll catch you all on Thursday. I'll catch tomorrow. Me and me going to do the podcast that will be released on Wednesday, and come and pop into the radio station and say hi. Looking forward to seeing all of you there, and come and chat with us. Lisa, I know is there unless something happens, but Lisa is there, so it's going to be fun time and chat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So this Thursday, because the UK hasn't changed its times yet,
Mhm,
which is going to be changing on Sunday, the 31st.
mhm.
So the time for the UK listeners, the show will start at 5 p.m. UK time, but it
Mhm,
will in America it will still be 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time of the East Coast. So
mhm.
yeah, 1 p.m. UK 1 p.m. UK time. It sounds like I've streamed before. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time of the US for 6 hours,
Mhm.
and the show will start at 5 p.m. UK time.
Oh yes,
So that will be 7 p.m.
yes,
South African time, I
that's
believe
correct.
it is.
70. It
So
is.
yeah, the show starts over on digitalrevolutionradio.com, and the show is called Put Your Metal Across the Pond. So yeah, gonna be a fun time. Gonna be a fun
Oh
time.
yes,
So yeah, and like we always say, if you do go out and see a live band, drive because it
yes.
is a full-on dick move. So yeah, so if you're all going to have a drink, have a good time, which is great, enjoy yourself. Either a lift from somebody who you trust, or get a taxi, Uber, whatever it is, or use public transport, whether it be a bus,
Yes.
train, whatever. But do not drink and drive because it's a full-on dick move. Because myself and
Agreed.
Bashan have literally been around the block a good few times and we've seen the aftermath, and it's not pretty.
No, it's not. It's definitely not.
So yeah, that's our PSA public service announcement. Do not fucking drink and drive. So yeah,
Yes.
have a good time. We want to see you back here every Monday and every Saturday. So yeah, and I want to see you in the dead chat over on Digital Revolution Radio when they're all for the Project Metal Across the Pond show. And and the next podcast live with myself and Lisa Boat will be this Saturday. So if you want to see a live review of three bands, um, yeah, that's where you want to be every Saturday with me and Lisa Boat.
Mm.
Um, talking about doing live reviews of bands and doing sort of like a journey through like literature journey with Lisa Bo, who's been reading Raymond Feist.
Oh yes.
She's getting her thoughts on her journey through literature. That's where and that's where you want to be, and whatever takes our fancy in the chat. So come and join us there, and we'll be back. Me and Bastion will be back next week every Monday,
Yes.
except for April 8th, which
Mhm.
there won't be any podcast.
Yes, yes.
So yeah. So yeah, and don't forget tomorrow L fails and putting his top three songs off for Wednesday. So yeah, stay tuned for that. So until then,
Sure.
guys, catch you all later.
Catch you guys later. Keep well.